Hi, I'm Lisa Martin with Pampered Chef, and welcome to my Keto Kitchen. What we're doing today is we're going to make a bacon cheeseburger casserole that is absolutely amazing. You will absolutely love it. I have some things in the refrigerator that I need to get gone before they get bad on me. So therefore, we are going to make the casserole. That's what these casseroles are good for, so that you're not wasting your money buying stuff and then maybe the week didn't go like you planned it. So therefore, you've got stuff to make so it don't go bad. Okay, so this recipe is so excellent. Make sure you write. I'll have the recipe below. Give me a thumbs up and share, and don't forget to subscribe so that you see every new video that I put out. Okay, so what we're going to do is I'm going to start by browning the meat. These are our Pampered Chef frying pans. This is the 8-inch, and then they tell you to put a piece of paper between them, between your frying pan, so the bottom doesn't scratch the top. But I'm going to be using the 10-inch that I just got last night. Look how nice that is. And it's scratch resistant. It actually goes in the oven, so this handle does come off. And then you can use this to make the casserole and then put it in the oven. Now we're going to use something else to put it in the oven, but you actually could. You could take the handle off. And then it's easier for stacking too by taking the handle off. We're going to use this amazing frying pan to brown our meat. And what we're going to do, I'm just going to brown it. And I had this already thawed, and like, it's the hamburger meat. So I'm making a half a recipe because that's what I have the stuff for. So I'm going to take it out of the bag, and of course get my Pampered Chef scissors that I've had forever that are still in amazing, perfect. So I'm going to cut off the top, and I'm going to put it in here. As you know, I don't like to touch raw meat. That's not one of my favorite things to do. So throw that back in the bag there. I'm going to get our mixing chop out. This is awesome. It doesn't scratch. I don't have to worry about it scratching my brand new frying pan. Let me get you so you can see what I'm doing. This is a bacon cheeseburger. I have made this so much. It tastes just like a hamburger. You don't even miss the bun. And this is our small baking pan, rectangular, and I love it. It's great to make these half recipes, because you're supposed to actually use 2 pounds. I'm only using 1 pound. And you're supposed to use 6 eggs, and I'm only using 3 eggs for the topping. So, but I'm going to brown this, okay? And while that's browning, I'm going to go ahead and use this to butter my pan. And I butter it a couple times just to make sure there's no sticking, because you can't use too much butter, that's one thing. Okay, so I'm going to do that and just let this. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to season my meat. I'm going to use the Himalayan salt, so I'm going to go ahead and put that on. And this goes a long way, so you really don't need that much of it. I like to put some pepper, black pepper. Oops. And Pampered Chef actually does have black pepper and the Himalayan salt. I just haven't gotten it yet. You can't get it all. There's just no way. But this pan I paid $48. I got 60% off of it by being a host. So it really pays you to be a host and get free or get 60% off. You can't buy pans like this in the store, and then here you can even earn them. So it's a great thing. Okay, so that's getting that. I'm going to go ahead and let that continue on while we go over here and start working on the rest of it. Okay. Now I have some bacon that's already brown just a little bit, so I'm going to cut this up and put it in there. One of the things that it calls for is relish or pickles. Just anything that you would put onto a hamburger, that's what you put in here. Well, I use these pickles that are locally made, and they're amazing. They only make so many jars, and when they're gone, they don't make any more for the year. And so I always stock up on these. So I'm just going to make my own. They are so good. I'm just going to, you can watch me just throw it in the, this is our personal blender, Manuel. You can make smoothies in this. But these are, I love these pickles. And you can only buy them a couple times a year, and then like one time a year I think it is, in October. So I always stock up and get extra. Okay? Well, that'll be enough here. And what I'm going to do is just put this on here, and put it, you can make it as small as you want or as big as you want. Just that quick you can make relish, your own relish. And here it is, chopped up real fine, just in a matter of minutes. So now we've got that made. Okay. Go back to our browning of meat, because I can see we're getting where we are getting. Now what I'm going to do before I put this into the pan is I'm going to have to, I'm going to drain it, because I don't want all that fat in my casserole. So let me get my drainer out. And since it's only a pound of meat, these are our mesh drainer, strainers, whatever you call them, colanders. They are awesome. There's no break in them. They last forever. And what I do is I just use like an old bowl that I get from somewhere. Dollar Tree, I believe I got these. Because I want to drain it, but I don't want it going down my drain. So I just put it in there. Okay, here we are. Whoops. Guess somebody dropped something today when they were cooking. You see that? There we go. And this is so great to chop up to chop the meat up for you. Just mix and chop. So. What that is. Good. Switch burners here. Okay. And what you're going to do is you're going to put the dry ingredients, you're going to put the dry ingredients together and the wet ingredients together. So let's go ahead and get that going. So we're going to put a cup of heavy whipping cream. Get the heavy whipping cream. And these are our prep bowls, and they're 1 cup. So therefore they're a measuring cup. You can use them to prep with. You can use them to measure with. They're measuring cups. And they have these nice lids that go on top of them. This is even, you can put these in the oven, the microwave, not the lids, but you can put these in the, I think up to 350 degrees. So, all right, let me get a cup of that. Heavy whipping cream. 1/2 cup of mayonnaise. Okay. And we're going to use my favorite measuring tool. It fits really tight, so we're going to look for a cup. It's all the way to the bottom. Yeah. Now I'm going to show you how easy this is to measure. All I'm going to do is just scoop it in here. My hands are a little bit sticky, so therefore it doesn't want to work. Duke's is probably the closest to homemade. If you were real keto, like strict keto, you would not use anything but homemade. But I use, sometimes it's just, you're so busy that you just can't make your own. But you can make your own out of avocados and eggs, I believe. But I use quite a bit of it, and sometimes I just don't have time. Okay, so that's about a cup, and it's about the end of this, which I'm starting now to, you know, when I first started, I had to get the things that I needed. But now I'm starting to, like, buy things for my pantry extra, so that I have, when I run out of one thing, I have it. Okay, I think this meat's about browned. It doesn't have to be all brown, because we are putting it in the oven and cooking it, so I mean it will get brown in the oven. So I'm just going to go ahead and turn it off for a minute and let this cool a little bit, okay? Now look how easy this is. I've got it measured, but usually now I've got to scrape it out of there. Nope. Okay, what I'm going to do is just push this, and it comes right, you see how easy that was? It just comes right out. And then I just scrape the top. Done. It's so easy. Push this up a little bit. Okay, now we're going to use, that was a cup of that. We're going to use I'm just going to eyeball the mustard. Okay, so just eyeball it the best you can. Then you can use like a 1/2 cup of dill, pickles. I'm just going to use what I got here. I don't care what it is. Okay. So make sure you wash your hands, because a chef's hands are their best tools, but of course they have to be clean. I'm just going to put that in here. Just mix this up. And I'm going to put my eggs in a minute. But first I'm going to drain my meat. You can see the meat is brown. It's all brown. So I'm going to go ahead and drain this. And use my mix and chop. And now I've got it all drained. And it's put all the oils in that bowl instead of down my drain. Okay. So we're going to mix this up. Now you can see that I put my 3 eggs in here. 1, 2, 3. So I'm going to whip those, because I don't like to have, I'm always afraid I'm going to eat raw egg. I don't want to do that. So I'm mixing those up. I just got an email from Pampered Chef yesterday that said that I qualified for $100 worth of free Pampered Chef. And I thought that that wouldn't include your tax and your shipping. But it did. I just ordered my waffle pan. If you know anything about the waffle pan, oh, it is amazing. Okay, mix this up really good by hand. You can do it with a mixer, but it's just as good by hand. Okay, but you can add to this jalapenos. You can add all kinds, whatever you want to, whatever you put on a hamburger, you can. And I hate when people do that. I think it's so unprofessional, and I just put it. I'm going to use our spatula. These are so awesome to mix it up really well. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to grease the pan again. Okay, I want to grease it really good. Okay, and I've greased it real good. This is an amazing size pan. I love it. Okay, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to spread some of this on it. Okay. Get something to, yeah, just spread it on the bottom, just a little layer of it. This mixture that you make, you can almost eat by itself. It's so amazingly good. Okay, so I've got a mixture of it on the bottom, just a real thin layer. Now it called for tomatoes, but because I had tomato sauce in the fridge already, I like to use up what I've got. So these are our silicone prep bowls, and they have lids too, and they're amazing because you can squeeze them the way you want them. But I wanted to use up this, so I'm just going to pour this on top. And then I had some, I don't like when I have extra lettuce, I don't like to fry this with the brown this with the meat because it really cooks up. So what I'm going to do is put it in our casserole, and that way it only cooks once. Okay, so I'm just going to put some of this because this is getting where I need to get rid of it. And like I say, we don't throw stuff away. Okay, so that's a layer. And then we got to have some cheese, and of course I used my favorite grater, cheese grater, which is this, and I put it across here. And whenever I grate cheese, I always try to grate a bunch at a time, because did you know that they put potato chips, did you know they put wood chips in your cheese when you buy it already shredded, just so that it will last a long time? If you haven't watched The Magic Pill, it's on YouTube, and there's also, I heard that it's on Netflix. It's a real eye-opener. I watched it, and I was really amazed. But I'm going to put a layer of cheese on. So I'm just going to put a thin layer of cheese. You can see me as I'm stacking this thing. Just got a little thin layer of cheese. Okay. Again. Now we're going to layer it again. And this time we're just going to use the rest of everything. Okay, so we're going to put our meat on top. Okay. I have felt so much better since I've been on this keto. I've gotten off my blood pressure medicine. I've off my cholesterol medicine. Fat, people think that fat causes fat, but it's really sugar that causes us to be fat. And when I first thought of it, I thought, can I do without bread? How do you live without spaghetti? And how do you live without macaroni and cheese? But then now that I think about it, I'm thinking, what did noodles taste like? Really, they didn't have a taste. They just, it picked up whatever you cooked them with. Okay, so that's that. I'm going to put my bacon on. Since I didn't have much time, I didn't have a lot of prep time, I'm just going to cut it up with these Pampered Chef scissors and just cut it on top of it so you can watch me. Okay. And just cut it and finely. That's what's nice about these scissors. You can cut about anything with them. And I have over the 10 years that I've had them. And we just had some extra. You don't even have to put bacon on it if you don't want to. And you can put different kinds of cheeses. Sometimes I get real creative with it, and I use different kinds of cheeses, and you can do all kinds of stuff. But I'm just showing you the basic of it now. And just finely layer these over. Okay. So I'm just going to scatter it about, you know, around so it's evenly distributed. Okay. There you go. Okay, now, there, done that. Look, oh yeah, yummy. And I'm going to put just a little bit more spaghetti sauce. And you just pour it the way you want to, because it really cooks up nice. And what you're going to do is you're going to bake this on 350, which 350 degrees is the keto degrees, it seems like. Most everything that uses the rest of that. See, I had tomatoes, but I didn't want to throw this away, so I use up what I have. I'm going to put some more of this on, just a little bit more. There you go. There's that. And now for this. This is amazing. It tastes so good. So I'm just going to pour it on top. Now this is going to be probably overflowing, so I'm going to probably put another pan underneath of it. I made a little bit more topping than what I needed. So I'm going to get me a pan to put underneath of it, just so that it's not on the bottom of my oven. It's just an old pan that I've had for years. I'm going to put some more cheese on it. Just kind of, you will be able to tell a big difference in the cheese when you start making your own cheese, you know, grating it yourself, and you'll be able to tell the texture. And it'll be a whole different thing. But there you go. There is your bacon cheeseburger casserole. And you bake for 350 on, you bake on 350 for 35 to 40 minutes, and then you have a wonderful, wonderful lunch. Thank you. Please give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and share my videos. Have a great day.